Hi, I'm Kris. I am an alumni from the medical campus, and today we'll talk about the readings from Palm Sunday uh, and the countercultural message Jesus gives about leadership, that true leadership is not about promoting ourselves, it's about humbling ourselves in service. So, in this reading at the Last Supper, the apostles start arguing over who is greatest in the kingdom. And that is when Jesus brings out his kind of religiously revolutionary, um, little bit punk rock teaching that unlike earthly kingdoms, in the kingdom of God, leadership is service. And we see that exhibited through many of his followers in these passages in the Gospel of Luke. First, we see Joseph, the virtuous and righteous. He's actually a member of the Council of Elders, and he's very countercultural himself. The Council of Elders arrested, convicted, advocated for Jesus's crucifixion, and Joseph was opposed to that. He didn't have the power to stop it, but he got his body from Pilate, wrapped it in linen, and put it in a new tomb. And then we see the women who follow Jesus. They're weeping, they're lamenting on his way to the cross, and they end up preparing his body for burial. They use spices and perfumed oils. And they're in contrast to the mobs of people who are mocking Jesus and taunting Jesus and advocating for his crucifixion when they know that he's innocent. So there's a few things we can learn from Joseph and the women. One is to think for ourselves, to do what's right when it may not be popular and might go against prevailing mentalities. To use what resources we have, even if we don't have a lot of power, but to use those resources for the kingdom. And neither Joseph or the women knew that they would go down in history in Luke's gospel, that people would know what they did. They didn't do it for the recognition. They served quietly. They served behind the scenes. So this Lent and this Sunday, let's ask ourselves what resources we have that we can use to serve in the kingdom of God in ways that may not be seen, but would be seen by God and would be meaningful contributions to God's kingdom.